So, a few years ago, I unintentionally discovered that there is a way to neutralize little angry men without a confrontation. For those of you that are new to the channel, let me give you the context. I'm a 6 foot tall woman. I live in Manhattan. Men who are 5'9" and shorter tend to get aggressive with tall women unprovoked, totally unprovoked. They encourage their friends to get nasty with us and they laugh about it and congratulate each other later because little men syndrome, Napoleon complex. I'm not saying everybody who's 5'9" and shorter has a Napoleon complex, but the overwhelming majority of men who tend to pick fights with tall women, they're usually 5'9" and sometimes shorter, usually white, sometimes black, occasionally Asian or Latino. But a few years ago, I unintentionally discovered that there is a way to neutralize them without a confrontation. When I'm walking around the city, which is Manhattan, by myself, they'll be glaring daggers at me from a distance like they want to fight me. They'll be staring at me from a distance with a smirk on their face, making it obvious that they're talking about me. Sometimes they'll walk over to me and glare at me. Sometimes they'll walk over to me and stare at me. Sometimes they'll walk over to me and stand inappropriately close to me and just be glaring at me out the corner of their eye. I have no idea why aggressive short men do that. They go out of their way to be physically close to tall women while having all this resentment and anger towards us. You could not offer them money to stay away from us. You don't have to tell tall women to stay away from short men. We have no choice but to be around them. When I say short men, I'm talking about aggressive, angry, shorter men who tend to pick fights with tall women. If you don't pick fights with tall women, then obviously I'm not talking about you. They go out of their way to be as close to us as possible, as often as possible, while resenting us instead of ignoring us and keeping their distance. Cannot stand them, cannot stand them, I cannot stand them. But like I said, I discovered a few years ago that there is a way to neutralize them without a confrontation. And how do you do that? I'm just pointing out what I've noticed, that when they see me with Mr. over 6 feet or simply talking to him, their entire demeanor changes. It goes from them staring at me from a distance like they want to fight me, and them smirking at me from a distance like they're talking about me, to them staring at me from a distance with this look on their face like they're about to cry. Not exaggerating. Like I told you, sometimes they'll purposely get close to me just to glare at me or smirk at me because they know they're being inappropriate. They know they're trying to antagonize me. When I'm with Mr. over 6 feet, they'll either walk over and start pretending to be nice, or they'll walk over and just stare at me with a sad look on their face. And they must think I'm going to comfort them, or they must think I'm going to feel sorry for them or something, which I'm never going to do because I'm used to them taking out their little angry man aggression on me. I will never feel sorry for little angry men. I will never feel sorry for them. So I was pleasantly surprised when I discovered how much their demeanor changes when they see you with Mr. over 6 feet. I was pleasantly surprised to stumble across that. It was when I started dating guys that were taller than me. That's when I started noticing that people act very different when you're with a tall man versus the way they act when you're by yourself. They don't want a confrontation with Mr. over 6 feet because he's been bullying them since childhood. But I think the major reason why their demeanor changes is because they want the attention and the admiration that Mr. Handsome and Tall gets. Some of them wish they could get that from a tall woman, especially like a slender one who kind of has a Model-esque look. A lot of them desperately wish they can get that attention from a taller woman, and so it really hurts them when they see that attention going to Mr. over 6 feet. But it hurts them to the point where they will not get aggressive with me, they will not get nasty with me, they will not come near me, they will not bother me. So that's how you neutralize little angry men without a confrontation. If they just see you interacting with Mr. over 6 feet, it hurts them to the point where it causes them to be on their best behavior. Like they see him as competition, he's stiff competition, so it pushes them to be on their best behavior. And I'm not even saying that you're purposely trying to hurt them. The thing is, tall women, we tend to mind our business because we get a lot of unwanted attention. And little angry men also tend to mind tall women's business. And tall women show no interest in little angry men's business or existence whatsoever, even though they lie and tell themselves that we do. They love telling that lie. We show no interest in them or their business or their existence whatsoever. But like I said, they tend to mind our business instead of minding their own. So they always notice when I'm talking to Mr. over 6 feet, when I'm with him or talking to him or whatever, they always make a point to like notice and stare. Sometimes they'll walk over and keep glancing over at us like they're trying to get a better look at us. Some of the guys that I've dated in the past, they've even noticed. So it's not like I'm imagining it, they've noticed as well. So yeah, that's how you neutralize them without a confrontation. If angry little men tend to not bother you, then this isn't relevant to you. But this is coming from someone who they tend to pick fights with completely unprovoked. So leave me your thoughts in the comment section. Bye!